Hiya, chat. Happy Saturday. I hope you're having a good one and it's nice wherever you are. I think it might actually be getting ready to rain here, and that's a very good thing because Lord knows we need the rain. It hasn't rained in a while, at least around here, so everything's like fried. Been living in an oven for a week. It's been so hot, but looks like it might rain, so that's exciting things. But I hope you guys are having a nice, relaxing day. I'm a little bit late. Sorry, I had to go get my hair cut. Forgot about that. But we're here. And I'm going to be doing Genshin Impact today. We're going to be doing some world quests and just having a good time and having fun. And then tomorrow we're going to hang out with Dane. And we're going to do some stuff with Dane's Lift. So, let's go do our dailies and things like that. And yeah, just have a good time. We're also going to be working on like getting Ascension materials and that kind of thing. Because I need to begin leveling. For stuff. So turn the sound on and away we go. No, I don't need heal, thank you though. I'll probably need it later. Alright, so let's see, we got one there, one there, one there, one out here. Okay. No, just teleport me. Teleport me! So what do we have to do today? This is going to require gold. Hold on. Going to need Freezy Boys for this.
Ready when you are. Present.
And then I'm actually gonna put her
Wait for my signal.
because I've done some stuff for her, but
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time. Forth, my blade! From whence you came! Disappear!
Our bond is strong.
oh, hold on. I've been working on Shinobu, trying to build her as best I can. She's a little tricky to build. Because it kind of depends on if you want the health bonus or not on her. But this is a handy little thing to have, the fact that she does the electro plus the heal. That's super nice. So, alright, on to the next. I could get her to do a little bit more damage, but I need a better sword for her, so we'll probably look into that today. Because I haven't really found a good build that I like for her yet. Like, I have something on her, but I don't really like it. So, she's kind of a work in progress, because I think people are still trying to figure out how to build her.
I can't wait any longer! Nice and spicy! Stand with me!
Switch to you. Damn it!
Don't get frostbite.
I'll settle this!
With the wind!
Boba, get them! Dissipate!
Cool it! Dodge this! Freeze!
Our bond is strong! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Eat this! Lightning purified! Dissipate!
So, like I said, still kind of a work in progress. She does okay. I just need a better weapon for her, like, and more damage. Like, I'm not sure if I need to put attack damage or not on her, but I really, really, really like the heal. Like, Barbara's nice, and Barbara does, like, okay damage, but she's having a sword user that does the damage, and the heal is really nice. So.
Get them! Stand with me!
Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time.
Nice and spicy!
Michelle never stops. I don't know if I've ever done this one before. We'll see. Like, I've done most of them, but they put in some new Mondstadt quests that I've never done before, so we'll see.
Race you!
Oh, it's this one. Okay, alright. I have done this one. Hi, Michelle. Ow, my back. Are you okay? I was just getting ready for work, but then all of a sudden my back started hurting. I promised Quinn I would go help out at his fruit stand today, but I think it's best if I rest here for a while first. But I can't just stay here and hold everything up. Could you go and ask Quinn what he needs me to do? That way, that will help me get prepared. Okay. Seems like a hard-working girl, so we'll go help her out. Whoa, this is like really tough work. Michelle has enough on her plate already. Let's help Quinn finish the job off ourselves. Wow, Paimon being unusually helpful. And then let's beg him to give Michelle something that's a bit more manageable. Hopefully Michelle won't mind us stepping in on her behalf like this. Sure. Where's my delivery? This is ridiculous. What happened? My fruit stall is out of Sunsettias. I ordered several batches a while ago, but they still haven't arrived and my customers won't wait forever. Yuri alone has come by 3 times already, and all she wants is 3 Sunsettias. She's been a regular customer for a long time, and now I'm afraid I might lose her. Where else should she go? I need to stay at the stall. If only someone could go and pick a few wild Sunsettias for me. I can go. Really? That's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm not gonna have to go anywhere. I literally have 3 Sunsettias already. Yep, I've got your Sunsettias right here, sir. Wow. She just like begged off just because she could. But at least Michelle can get some rest. This is true. Yes, he says you need to go get some rest. Why are we sweating so much? Here, have some milk.
Race you!
What I like is that there's cow's milk, but there's no actual cows in this game. Like, you can't see them. I should like to see a cow in this game at some point. That would be nice.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Hey, Catherine. I need my stuff, please.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Hey.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Okay. So, now that dailies are out of the way, let's take a look at what quests we have to do, because we have quite a lot of quests that we have to do. So I'm gonna wait on this, just to do it. This is Klee. Endless research. Ah, yes. Let's go do this, because there's a bunch of stuff to do in Liyue Harbor, so we will go do that. Hey, we were just here the other day with Mr. Shangli.
Race you! Go back! Get them!
Disappear!
I don't even know how I did that.
I'll settle this. Looking for a fight? Our bond is strong.
Don't push your luck. Yeah.
Oh. Hey, wow, your fighting style really is quite unique. Basically, she's researching fighting styles. By the way, I've also heard that vision wielders can sense the presence of elements. I believe it's known as elemental sight. Though you don't have a vision, I've seen you manipulate elemental energy, so you should have this ability, right? I've happened upon a few slimes nearby. Could you demonstrate elemental sight? You can use it to find those slimes. Wow. Okay. Hey, weasel. Gee, I wonder if it's the pile of slimes that are like right here.
What's the hurry? Oh, so sorry.
From the perspective of someone without a vision like myself, I didn't notice you use your elemental sight at all. I suppose that might be something that only vision wielders can sense. Still, thanks for demonstrating so many things to me. How I wish I had a vision. Having an electrovision would be the best. Not only would it look cool, but I could defend myself too. No, an electrovision would probably be the least attainable of all. I'm sure you can get one if you work hard. No, it won't happen no matter how hard I work. Wait, don't you know? It seems that nobody has attained an electrovision for a whole year now. I've heard that the academia has been researching this matter for a while now, and they have concluded that the lack of electrovisions granted to mortals is the will of the Electro Archon. I've also heard that it's said that Inazuma's Electro Archon has proclaimed a vision hunt decree, which has aimed to confiscate the majority of all visions from vision wielders throughout Inazuma. Those who disobey and withhold their visions will be punished severely. I once traveled to Inazuma to write a thesis regarding this decree, but it really doesn't seem dangerous over there. You'll be fine. You don't have a vision. Hey, don't say that. Just think about it. People with visions were already suffering. Don't you think that those who go without would even be worse off? I can read chat, I swear. I suppose I should stay here in Liyue and finish my thesis in peace, then report back to the Academia in Sumeru with my findings as soon as possible. If I delay any longer, I won't hear the end of it. Right. I still have to thank you for showing me so many things. Take these as tokens of my appreciation. I'll finish my thesis this time for sure. Ding. Alright. Let's head back to Liyue Harbor and get all the little exclamation points, because there's a bunch. It's debatable sometimes. It really is, yeah. If I can actually read or not. So I think they're this way. Hey! Ah, you're the young master's friends. How do you do? Please accept my apologies, but I have something to ask of you. Is this a good time? Wow, that's rude, dude. Well, we're well acquainted by now. Just speak your mind. Well, here's the situation. There's a friend of mine named Yuning who often helps us with business matters. It's just that he wound up owing a small sum of mora to the Yangxing tea house in recent days, leading him to ask our young master for help. And then the young master agreed without a second thought, interest-free, if I might add. A most generous spirit, but best not one used while doing business, I fear. Oh, come on, he was just doing a guy some justice. Isn't that a good thing? Yes, of course, but as you can see, young Master Shinkucho has gone out to right wrongs and enact justice, while I'm a little tied up with work back here. As such, the only person who can trust with the matter of delivering the mora is you. He should be working at the chasm. He basically lives there, so I doubt you'll miss him. Wait, people actually still live at the chasm? Isn't the chasm closed, though? Well, you are the great hero of Liyue. Perhaps it might be a bit of a tall order to ask for huge favors, but I'm sure some people might be willing to make small exceptions for you, yes? I believe that you'll be able to accomplish this task. If you don't get stopped at the gates, though, come back here and we'll use some other methods instead. Well, we'll help for, Xingqiu's sake. Thank you so much. Okay. So since you keep interrupting me, it's just as they like to say, no matter how hard you work, there's always more to do. Something the matter? Now that the crisis has passed, things in the city have been gradually returning to normal. I thought that we might be able to take it a little easier once it was all over. Little did I know that on top of our usual guard duty, other day-to-day work, they'd have us helping out in other departments from time to time too. All these little things add up to mean that we're actually busier than ever. I was called to help collect and organize some incoming paperwork, and then I had to patrol the city and settle an escort request from a merchant caravan. And on top of all of that, just a few days ago, we received a report that there have been intermittent earthquakes near Nantium. We sent someone to investigate, but they found everything to be completely normal. That doesn't mean that we can't afford to lower our guard, though. This is an earthquake we're talking about, so we are still sending people to check on the area every so often. Unfortunately, however, we're very short-handed at the moment, Traveler. If you have time, would you mind heading over there and taking a look for me? Sure. Thank you very much. I must be off. Duty calls. Alright. Let's do that one first before we go to the chasm. I kind of want to save the chasm one for last. If that's where we're going, because we're going to probably have to open it. So, actually, wait, all of them should be here. Yes.
Catch the wind.
I know what's causing the earthquakes. There's a very big fat dragon out here. And he's very mad. But we're not there yet. And I'm not looking forward to fighting him again. Huh, nothing strange over here. We're going around the monsters, chat.
Pay your dues.
Dodge this.
Out of my way!
No escape.
Cool it.
Where'd he go?
Leaving
No.
so soon.
Stand with me!
Freeze. Don't get frostbite.
You can't run from death.
Pretty sure I can, and I'm also pretty sure I just whooped her ass, so, you know. Here we are.
I'll keep this close.
All of that for that. I'm insulted. Ooh, crap. Nothing weird over here. Seems like there's nothing strange going on here. Everything's pretty normal. You're back. What's the situation? Everything's normal. Normal, so no earthquakes, no monsters. How strange. Still, normality is good news. Thank you for your assistance. Please take these as a token of my gratitude. Right, on to the next task. No matter how much I get done, there's always more to do. Alright, so... let's head for this next one. Which should be here. Yes. Hi! Guess everyone's interested in history now, eh? What's the matter? A lot of people have been interested in Liwa's history recently, and many of them have been counting on my store to buy books. In the past, it would take a half a year to sell a few copies of the Yakshas of the Guardian Adepti that we had, so I stopped importing such obscure history books. But after the recent events that happened here, people from all over the city would come here to purchase history texts. These past few days have been full of customers who specifically wanted books containing Rex Lapis's stories. Who knows if they really love reading or if they're just looking to inject a bit of spice into their daily chatter. Due to the surge in demand, we've had almost no time to attend to some special orders that we've gotten from old customers. I finally found the time to put together the books that 2 such customers wanted, but I'm too busy to leave the store at the moment. Could you help me send this copy of Verses of Equilibrium to Uncle Tien, and this copy of Rex Incognito to Gentry? I'll do it. Thank you very much. They must surely be growing impatient by now. After all, they placed their orders a long time ago, but I've only just gotten around to putting these orders together. With so many customers all of a sudden, I barely know how to keep up.
Auto reconfiguration is an essential function.
Requirement for locomotion on land. Is sent to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Hi, Non. It never rains, but it pours. What's the matter? After a huge incident at the Rite of Dissension, the streets have been filling with millilith. The tension in the air hangs over us like a shroud. Our doors aren't closed, but... you know as well as I do how often Liwa does business with other nations and how many people from every nation live in our city. They've brought us prosperity and a fair amount of cultural exchange, too. But this incident has caused many such people to be very ill at ease. I've been making preparations to try and calm people down, but with the situation as it is, I don't know where to begin looking for people good at international relations. Wait a minute. Traveler, you've been to many different parts of the world, haven't you? You must be good at speaking to people from other nations. That's a leap. Could I trouble you then to help me calm some of our guests down? Sure. Thank you, you're a big help. Now I need to go settle some other matters. We'll get back to that. We got books to deliver first.
I can't believe the well got polluted.
The well got polluted. Oh my goodness. Hi, Hi, Gentry. What is it, youngster? Here's the order you placed. The 4th volume of Rex Incognito. I placed this order eons ago. Why has it tarried till now? There's somebody who's English who writes for this. Let me see. Huh, a 1st edition? Why? No wonder it took so long. To think I'd assume that Jifang had forgotten about my book amid all the other customers. Thank you for delivering this book to me. You're welcome. Oh, somebody's erroring. Who has the exclamation point? Lon. Oh, these commissions again? What's wrong? Oh, it's you. I was just looking through the various commissions that have come through the guild, but honestly, they're getting more and more mundane by the day. Ever since the Cheesing have taken control of Liyue Harbor, the scope of the Millilith's duties have been expanding slowly. Lately, people seem to prefer approaching the Millilith to help out with tougher commissions as opposed to asking us. The commissions we've got now are all things like looking for lost animals, transporting cargo, delivering letters, you know, the like. Like this one over here. Our Ashes got lost out in the wild. It's a gray cat with the following features. Commissions such as these take time and effort, but they're... Never mind. I'm not one to be overly involved in day-to-day administration of the guild, but I just can't let us be swamped by these commissions. In order to get people to trust in our ability and assign us more important work, I believe that we must hammer out some commissions of greater difficulty. There was a commission that came along not long ago from someone who wanted us to deal with a wandering stone-hide Lala churl. Oh boy. It's been shelved for a moment due to the lack of candidates who can take that creature down, but if you're up to it, why don't you help us settle this matter? Sure. Great, we're counting on you. If we had more adventurers capable as you around, we wouldn't have this problem. Aw, thanks. Love you too. Hey, Uncle Tien. How you doing? What can I do for you? Here is the order you placed with Jifang. What now? Oh, yes, I believe I ordered a copy of the Verses of Equilibrium at the Wamen Bookhouse. Indeed, this book is what I wanted. Haha, I was beginning to think that Jifang must have forgotten about my order, well, with the other customers and all. But it's here now, and that's good. The binding is fairly good as well. Conscientious as always. Thank you, youngster. I'll take this with me now. No. I did your shit. Yes, I deliver the books. These customers are true lovers of books, and it should gladden them greatly to receive the good ones. Thank you so much for your help, traveler. Please take this as compensation for your efforts. If you should ever wish to purchase any books, feel free to approach me. Well, yeah, I mean... Of course. Alright. So now we have to go down and comfort somebody.
Why did they have to give me that transfer?
Hold on, we'll get these in a second. Because we have to do... Actually, just do this. Oh, it's these idiots. Okay. I mean, these lovely people. Jerry, sister, we should just head back to Mondstadt. Oh, come on now. Just don't eat any, chop suey next time. No, I wasn't talking about that. I mean, maybe I was a bit. But the main thing is what happened at the Rite of Dissension. Just think about it, sis. That was like one of those big ceremonies the church holds in Lord Barbados' honor. But if something like that could happen during such a ceremony, nowhere in Liwa is safe. We should just head back to Mondstadt post-haste. Liwa's pretty safe. You see, I'm not the only one saying it. There's also this. You're the honorary knight. I've heard of you. You took out Storm Terror. See, take it from the honorary knight. Liwa is a safe place, so let's continue to join our pursuits of gourmet food in peace. Even if you say so, what if Liwa was full of those frightening dishes like chop suey? Come on, Liwa is full of famous cuisine. You haven't found the one that suits your preferences yet. I'm sure that the thing they call jade parcels will be more to your taste. Let's go try that next. But with Liwa in such a state, where will we go to find someone who will make that dish for us? I can do it. Really? Wow, I never thought that the honorary knight would be the person of so many talents. We'll be counting on you then. Come on, cheer up. Our gourmet journey isn't going to end here. I mean, you literally could just come right here. Like, they're made just, like, right here. And I have no ham. Chef Mao, I need to buy something. Because I don't feel like making it. Here. So did you manage to get those jade parcels? Here they are. Well, come on, Cherry. This one's definitely to your tastes. Really? Well, I'll give it a try. Ooh, this aroma. It's really good. Ha, it seems that Jerry's been completely entranced by this dish. Well, I guess that's the end of him wanting to go back to Mondstadt. Thank you, honorary knight. It looks like our journey will continue after all. You're welcome. Actually... do that. It's just gonna be easier this way. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Me? You must be talking about the recent events here in Liwa Harbor. Well, I have no opinion on the matter, really. That said, the people who have been supplying me with Chesnayan goods and who occasionally buy Corlapis for me are very unnerved. I've told them that there should be no problem here in Liwa, but they said that they'd only be back in a few months, and that they'll wait and see how things play out for now. Fortunately, I'd already brought several new batches of goods, so I can last quite a while. I'm also taking the opportunity to stock up on more Corlapis. Still, I need to man the store here, so could you help me and ask Mr. Balai if he has any Corlapis that I could take off his hands? Got it. Thank you. This guy. I keep having to talk to this guy. Are you sure this is really the time to talk business with me? It's about Ivanich. Oh, you mean that outlander who does business near the mouth of the harbor? He still wants my Corlapis. I'm sure I'm not the one to look a gift horse in the mouth. It just so happens I have a batch of Corlapis with me. I'd originally prepared it for another customer, but they declined for now, saying that Liwa hasn't been safe. That fellow wants to buy, and I'm happy to sell. Go tell him that. I'll stay here and prepare the goods first. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. What's the fastest way to get up there? Hey, bud. So what was Mr. Balai's response? He said he'll prepare the goods. That's great. He's a businessman I can trust. I wouldn't count on that. When my less stout-hearted merchant comrades return to Liwa Harbor, it'll be time to make a killing. Awesome. God, she's all the way over there. Jesus. I'm not doing Klee yet. Stop asking me to. Hey, you're so funny. I'm not picking for Forbidden Door. Until Rock makes me. Ah, what am I to do? Good fortune. Oh, I mean, hello, is that right? I'm still not very familiar with the local greetings. Liwa really is completely different from Inazuma. You're from Inazuma, so why did you come to Liwa? Well, I'd always wanted to see the world, but the atmosphere in my homeland is, how should I say it, tense? Dangerous? Even trying to leave Inazuma's borders is fraught with difficulty, never mind attempting to travel the world. A normal person would never even make it past the many assessments that the Kanju Commission conducts. So I made my own raft and sneaked over here to Liyue. I originally intended to find work here at the wharf as a sailor, but I have no idea where to even begin to look for that job. Also, something must have happened in Liyue because everything's gotten very tense all of a sudden. I don't think there's any place that would be willing to give a job to an outlander like me, is there? Well, what are you good at? In my hometown, I would always help with my family's store. I definitely say that I'm good at delivering goods, but what I've always wanted to be is a sailor. You want to help me find work? Thank you. That would be lovely. Ah, there's such fine people in Liyue. Ah, yes, I did make some preparations for finding work earlier by asking around. Those people said that if I wanted to find reliable work, I could go and find, let me see, I'm sure I wrote it down here. Ah, there it is. So I can look for the manager Quan, clerk Zhao, and Nervous An. But though I wrote it down, I'm not very familiar with the way that in which the locals interact, so I haven't dared to ask them. If you're willing to help me out, please help me ask them. Hopefully one of them might be willing to hire me. Leave it to me. Thank you so much. This is just nothing but pure back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Alright. Hi, Daddy. Can I call you Daddy? You let the other one call you Daddy. Why haven't we received notice yet? About finding work. Finding work, you're barking up the wrong tree. The Ministry of Silver Affairs has sealed the chasm. Work at Black Creek Forge has also been stopped. We've already got a lot of people sitting on their hands at the forge who can only do some odd jobs here and there to make ends meet. I'm afraid we are not hiring right now. What will the Ministry do if the hundreds of people who work under me really take to the streets to find work? No, that's his, like, little box line. There's, like, a little girl here, and he's like, just call me Daddy. Like, that's his little line that pops up. I wish I was kidding. Hi there! This one doesn't tally, neither does this one, and this one's requested an extension. Do I really have to go and chase them myself before these forms will be completed? What's happening? Not much, it's just a whole stack of forms that don't have anyone to take charge of them right now. If I don't slap them down on some tables myself, everyone just asks for extensions. There are so many other things I need to do right now. What with the situation in Liyue and all, how am I supposed to take time out to rush these people? The Ministry of Civil Affairs can't spare any people either, so these forms are just stacking up and turning into an eyesore. Does chasing forms need any special skills? Special skills? No, not really. I've written the details of the requests and the deadlines down. I just need someone to get these forms in front of the appropriate people. If the forms arrive and those people still don't want to settle them or ask for delays and thus cause our work to not be completed on time, They can explain themselves to the Ministry of Civil Affairs later. So do you want to help, or do you know someone who can? I welcome both. I know a friend who can help. That's great. Get them to come here and report to me. The quicker these are settled, the better. By the way, I like that I said that I just mentioned Rock and he didn't even say anything. He's not listening. He's not paying attention. So, how did they respond? Clerk Zhao has work for you. That's great. What is it specifically? Chasing forms? I've never heard of such work. Liyue really is a completely different place from Inazuma. But I'll give it my all regardless of what work it is. Thank you so much. I'll make some preparations first and then I'll report for work. With this, I can finally take a step towards carving out a new life for myself. Alright. Now we go back to Nervous Island. Like a good mod does, he just doesn't pay attention to anything. Rock is slacking, he's a slacker. How have things gone? Have you finished settling matters? Yep, sure have. Thank you, now leave the rest to me. Apart from our work with the Outlanders, the Ministry of Civil Affairs is also calming the local populace even as we speak. I do not know how much good we're doing, but I can say that in such times we should all do what we can. Take this as thanks for your work. You're also a guest from afar, but your timing was truly unfortunate. I can only hope that this will all blow over soon. In more ways than one. Hey, 5 books. Alright, you have a quest for me, so give it to me. I believe these documents should be in order. What's the matter? Also, too, well, you've seen what happened in Liyue Harbor earlier, yes? It all gave us quite the fright. Though the city might be in a mess for a while longer, but the order was restored very quickly, the Liyue Qixing are quite something indeed. But whether it was to stabilize the situation or otherwise, the Ministry of Civil Affairs has released a whole slew of new bulletins and regulations. I wish to continue doing business here, so I've been out and about these few days, trudging my way through a deluge of paperwork, administrative procedures, and submitting all the applications that the regulations require. My goodness. But Clerk Zhao said that I also need to apply for a new business permit and told me to stay tuned for more announcements. I've been running around for several days now. There are a few procedures I've yet to finish, but I really don't have any energy left to spare to check the bulletins. Traveler, could you please help me check the bulletin board and see if there's any news on the new business permits? Sure. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I'm just tuckered out right now. I know it's not far to walk, but the administrative work always makes me feel doubly exhausted. If you see any news related to the new business permits, copy them down and pass them to me. I'm counting on you. Hit this. This is the Feiyuan Slope Bulletin Board. You can find community news and shop advertisements posted here. Please do not post unimportant matters. Let's look for the information on the Ministry's personal transfers. Let's look up the status of the Feiyuan Slope's water supply contamination. Let's look for news about the new business permit applications. If you should wish to apply for a new business permit, you're required to undertake the following procedures. This should be the new business permit that Ivanich wants to apply for. Let's copy the procedures down. And we go back. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Lots of running, lots of stairs.
I should open a store here.
So did you find the business, or did you find the bulletin concerning the permit? Yep, here you go. Wonderful, let me have a closer look. Exit permit, business premises, and safety certificates, and an old business permit. That's fine, that's fine. I've got those documents signed a few days ago, and that was an endurance run and a half. Traveler, could you help me submit each of these documents in their turn as well? That said, there might be a lot of people looking to submit theirs as well. The exit permit must go to Neversalon first, then the business premises and safety certificates have to be handed to the mill of soldier named Jaya. And I'm going to screenshot this. And finally, the old permit needs to go to Clerk Zhao. Please help me hand these in, Traveler. I'll be sure to arrange adequate compensation for you. Sure. I really hope this is the end of all these procedures. Same here. Well, you probably won't ever have to do so again, but as for me, I'll have to do it again at some point if I want to do business here. These methods do provide a certain sense of security, yes, but I do wish they could be further simplified. Well, my friend, in the world of the internet, you would be able to just email this shit. Hey, on. The way paperwork for those procedures isn't incomplete again. Ivanich is looking to get a new business permit. Ivanich. Oh yes, I remember him. He's been here a few times. Applying for a new business permit, is he? Hi, must be terribly busy right now then. You're here to help him out, I presume. Have you brought his exit permit with you? I do remember telling him before that his paperwork wasn't complete and that he needed to get it filled out elsewhere. That's the exit. Okay. There you go. Let me see. Yes, this will do. I'll take this document with me then. Alright. Hey, bud. Orderly lines, please. Orderly lines. Ivanich is looking to get a new business permit. You're in charge of these certificates, yes? No, I'm help, just like you. Clerk Zhao has her hands full for the moment, so I've been called in to help collect and file these certificates. It's really tiring work, so have you brought both your business premises certificate and your business safety certificate? Yes. Yes, we have. Here. Looks good. I'll file these documents away and pass them to Clerk Zhao later. And she's not here because it's not daytime yet. So we just kind of have to wait for her to show up. Why the fuck is she up there? Ma'am? You're supposed to be in front of the damn door.
You have 2 seconds to tell me what you need.
Why are you here? Hello, anything to submit? Any questions? Ivanich is looking to get a new business permit. You're his representative? Alright, his old business permit, please. If you have it submitted, I'll need it if you want a new one. Here. Good, I'll take this. Have you submitted the other documents? You'll have to make another trip in a few days if you haven't. I have. Good, if everything checks out, the new permit should arrive soon. I'll get someone to contact Ivanich then. Yeah. Have you submitted all the documents? Yes. Yes, I have. That's wonderful. As long as I get the new business permit, I can continue doing business here. Thank you so much for making the trip on my behalf. Here, take this as compensation, just as we agreed. I really hope that I won't ever have to work through so many procedures again. So tiring. I agree. Very tiring. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Child, come here. Ching chang. How am I going to feed it? What's the matter? I'm wondering how to feed the puppy that I met earlier. Granddad said that before the city wasn't too much of a mess, he wouldn't let me go feed it. Although he says that everything is fine in the city now, he's been too busy to take me there. We haven't fed that puppy for so long, I hope it hasn't starved yet. Granddad said that puppies can find food for themselves, but I'm worried. Could you help me go to the city gate and feed my puppy? Sure. Yay, thanks. What should I feed it? Granddad usually prepares the doggy food, but it's foul, I think. Then could you help me get a portion of fowl to feed our puppy with? Please hurry, I don't want it to starve. I hope that our puppy isn't starving. I have your fowl. Feed the dog, okay? It's not that dog. I wish I could pet you, you're so cute. Feed. Hi, puppy! Oh, that's a good dog. That's a good puppy.
Please declare your commercial goods.
He says that with such enthusiasm. Have you fed our puppy yet? It should have eaten its fill. Thanks so much. Here, this is for you. I saved it up myself just to thank you. Granddad should be here in a few days to take me to go feed it. Yeah, ooh, 8 books. Nice. Okay. So next, let's go kick the crap out of the Lala Churl. And there's like really no good way. Because of course. It's the Stone High Lolator. Let's take it down.
Our bond is strong. Nice and spicy. Hey,
There's a cat.
lightning terrified. Just you dissipate.
Well, that's it for the Stone High Lolator. Wait. Oh, we found the kitty. Huh? Why would there be a cat here? Meow meow. A gray cat. Maybe it's Ash. A gray cat lost in the wild. You're right. Lon mentioned the commission earlier, didn't she? Huh. Who'd have thought that we'd find the cat here? Has it been hiding around here all this time? Guess the Stone High Lolator prevented anyone from searching for it here. And so it was too scared to leave, it just hid. Sure is lucky that we came over, or it might have had to wait for a while longer, huh? Let's take the cat back to Lon. Yep, guess that's all we can do right now. She'll return it to the person who put that commission up. It seems to agree. How did you even... Never mind. Let's just bring it back to Lon. I speak cat. Duh? Have you defeated the Lala Troll? Sure did. We defeated it, and we also found Ash. Thanks, you've done us a what now? This cat is... It might be Ash. Give me a moment. Let me check its features against the list of features written down in the commission. Let's see. It mostly checks out. This seems to be the cat we're looking for. The commissioner should be pleased. After all those twists and turns, we came back to looking for lost cats. I'm really not sure what to say. I'll report these commissions to their commissioners. Thank you very much. Please accept this as compensation for doing us this favor. It seems that the commissioner for the cat-related commission has since moved. I'll take some time to contact them. Guess I'll just have to take care of this rascal in the meantime. Aw, she got a cat, y'all. She has another thing. Seems like nobody can get to the bottom of it. Bottom of what? The clue. Perhaps rumor is a better word. A rumor about treasure. There's an adventurer who said that he found a clue to treasure in the vicinity of the Tianchun Valley, but he tried everything, simply could not locate the treasure. In the end, he gave up looking for it and reported it to the guild instead, and now the guild is offering a reward to anyone who to be able to solve the mysterious so-called clue. Any adventurer who wants to give it a go can follow the clue and see to where it takes them. If they solve the riddle and find the treasure, the guild will offer a reward. But so far, nobody has found even a trace of the treasure. Can I try? Oh, if you think you're up to it. If you're really interested, there's no harm in giving it a go. I'll mark the location mentioned in the clue and the map for you, and then you can go take a look. Okay. I don't remember doing this one, so we'll see. So many monsters. Let's deal with them and then look for the treasure. Okay.
With the wind!
This is a treasure map? Let's take a look. Maybe we find some real treasure. Okay. Not sure where that is. Follow the treasure map to find the treasure. So it's... Is it the Dunya Ruins? Is that it? Because it was kind of sort of... Hold on, let me look at it. Yeah, it looks like it was the Dunya Ruins, because I think we're kind of in here. So I think it's that. Oh, this music is so relaxing. Oh, it's this! Oh, I don't think I ever did the actual quest for this. I think I just unlocked it.
Dodge this. This moment will be frozen in time.
You can't run! Well, what you got?
Windblade!
Joy, we've only just begun. I see through you. This should be fun.
I can't get back up.
You can't run. Well, neither can I. Time to fulfill my duty.
I don't know how to get back up there. How do I get back up there?
Not breaking a
Frying
sweat!
pan into the fire! Eat this! Our bond is strong!
Killjoy! We've only just begun!
Out of my way! Again!
This is bad! My duty.
Cool it! Ah!
That all you got?
Twin blade!
Killjoy! We've only just begun! Miscalculated.
Just a tad.
Is this an answer from this world?
Okay. So this is going to require Amber.
Outrider Amber, reporting.
Let's see.
I'll keep this close.
Where'd it go? Okay, I'm gonna need to resonate with Geo real quick. I needs the Geo. Let me flip her back in real quick. Because I'm gonna have to fight something, so.
I can't wait any longer!
Ooh. Fancy, we just drained the lake. I hear it. I think it's down here. Come on.
Boba, get them! Stand with me!
Terra Smash! Dodge this! so sorry.
This way! Looking for a fight? Oh!
It's a hard area to do that fight.
Boba, get them! Now I got stomach cramps. Nice and spicy. You're toast! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! I'll settle this. Our bond is strong.
Cool it.
No, get down.
Ha, this moment will be frozen in time. Ha!
Yeah, see, that's what you get. Rude. Alright. There should be, in theory. I get a chest here.
Ah! Ah! Quite the find. Ha!
I don't know if writing those get you anything. Let's see.
At the ready.
No. Okay, it just lights them. Kind of figured that was the case, but who knows?
I'll bring my seasonings.
So now we have to go up, because the last one is up here.
Race you! Dissipate!
Dodge this! Ha! 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 Yeah, let's move.
Oh shit!
Yeah, to dust.
What are you doing here?
Shouldn't get careless.
Yeah.
Stand with me!
Eat up! Roast and fry! You need to hurry up! This one's well done!
Ah! Ha!
thanks for this. We'll come back. Oh, that's not the right one.
How fortunate. Freeze.
Okay, well, I guess we're finding it after all.
You need to hurry up. Roast and fry.
Oh, so sorry.
You need to hurry up.
Terra Smash!
This was well done. You need to hurry up. Roast and fry.
Lightning terrified!
This was well done. You need to hurry up. Roast and fry.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to hurry up. This was well done. Feels clogged.
There. Alright, so we need to find the last one. Where, oh, where could it be? Oh, wait, I know where it is.
A reward on the road.
Before we do this... No. Let's reset him back with Animo. Let me just make sure I don't have to check this first. Yeah. Things went totally pear-shaped at Lingju Pass. This time I've decided to set up camp with the site of a statue of the Seven. Maybe it'll bring me good luck. Research suggests that these ruins are connected to Adepti who fought and died in an ancient war. I think the line went something like this: hidden within the rocks, concealed beneath the waters. So you can bet that there's got to be a ton of treasure within these ruins. What else would they be hiding in these rocks and concealing in these waters? Whenever I'm out investigating, I always get the feeling like someone's watching me, and at night I hear these faint mournful groans. It's probably just the north wind making creepy noises as it blows past Nantium. Come on, Lulu, put yourself together. You're a treasure hoarder. You can't let every little thing get under your skin. Ooh, there's a big chest. Hold on. Hold. Fancy chest.
I'll keep this close.
Random Phillip blade just falls out of the sky.
Cool it.
Dissipate!
Still got the job done.
Open sesame! Oh, now I'm hungry.
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time. Fascinating.
I don't think we're doing this right at all, but we're doing it, so here we are. Ooh, a tassel. Nice. Yeah, I can't go any higher than this, so. Okay. No. Can I get out? Just use the hole. Alright, where is it? Hold on, let me, before I grab all that, let me... I have to carefully investigate the surroundings, so hold on.
Dodge this! Ah! Ah!
Stand with me! Our bond is strong! Out of my way!
Freeze! Don't get frostbite. Quite the find.
I think I have to go over here and fight these guys, but maybe not.
What's the hurry?
See what else do you want me to find? else it expects me to find? Like, that's the thing.
Cool it!
Dissipate! Boba, get them!
Open sesame! Oh, now I'm hungry.
I don't know what all it wants me to look for because we got the tent, we read the treasure hoarder log. Check up around the ruins and see what all I can find. 'Cause it wants. Aha, there it is. This is a piece of paper? What's written on it? Let's have a look. A giant tree flourishing and lush. Within it holds a precious stash. Right in the middle, follow the road. Seek and the riches shall be bestowed. With so many steps to climb, for good measure, descend and you shall find the hidden treasure. Seems like that this is saying that we have to look for a treasure beneath an especially large tree in the middle of a path and below a flight of stairs.
You'll get frostbite. Frozen descent.
Disappear!
Now you're not going anywhere. It's time for a flash freeze.
Stand with me! Now I'm mad!
Frozen food.
Ah, fuck!
Stay right. Don't waste time.
God, I hate those so much.
Frozen descent.
Eat this!
Chill to the
Out of the frying
bone.
pan, into the fire!
Let me go, let me go, let me go!
Ow. Oh no.
That really hurt! Boba, get them!
Let's end this quickly.
What's the hurt?
Too easy.
Flash frost.
Our bond is humiliation.
Get out the way. Cooked food. Let's end this quickly.
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
This is bad. I guess this is it.
How fortunate.
This one's well done.
Didn't pick him out the first time. go make heals.
Roasted fry.
Cool it!
You need to hurry up. This
Just
one's well
dissipate.
done. You need to hurry up. Roasted fry.
Oh, so sorry.
You need to hurry up. This one's well done.
Stand with me.
You need to hurry up. Roasted fry. You need to hurry up.
I really need a better option for fighting these guys.
This one's well done.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna leave him here because I don't really need to fight him, so.
Dodge this! Cool it!
Stay right.
I refuse.
Don't push your luck. Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
I slipped up.
Ah! Ah! Ha! Ah! Dodge this!
This isn't good.
Okay. Oh.
How fortunate. Freeze! Disappear!
A reward on the road.
Now we're gonna do the actual quest we're supposed to do. But, you know, where is it?
Windblade!
So now that I've fought everything and I've unlocked everything, now we're going to actually go do what we're supposed to do. Because, you know, I wasn't paying attention. There's always a quality task.
Is this an answer from this world?
What is this? It looks so strange. Okay, now we're gonna go back. Let me actually go back to Lon and talk to Lon and see if there's anything I need to do with her, and then we'll come back and we'll get that last little part. Because I did like the whole unlock of that without the story. So it's like before we do the whole thing, let's do the thing. Like we're supposed to. I found this. What is this? I've never seen anything like it. Where did you find it? Near the Dunya Ruins. Dunya Ruins? What would such an item be doing there? Thank you for getting to the bottom of this for us. Per the Adventurer's Code, this item is all yours now, along with your reward, of course. I'll arrange for someone to head over to Dunya Ruins to conduct a more thorough search. So strange. The Dunya Ruins has become countless times. How did we miss this? You don't have a nose for treasure. And we got the parametric transformer, which I'll show you how that works if I have enough. But let's go back and get the treasure that we left behind. Okay. Turn my fan on. I don't know why my office gets so stuffy in the afternoon, but it does. It's weird.
A reward on the road.
Is this another nameless treasure? And we take the elevator all the way up. And we go this way. So now I can cancel this. And what do we have next? Oh, we can do that too. Okay. Let's go to the chasm, guys. So, I guess there really isn't a good way to get there from here. Until you open it.
Dodge this. This moment will be frozen in time.
Oh, god damn it. I don't want to fight any of you. If you're gonna make me fight you, fine, I'll fight you. I just want to go this way.
Free. Cool it.
Our bond is strong.
Don't get frostbite.
Out of my way.
Wind blade.
Dissipate.
Boba, get them!
Every little bit counts. Our bond is strong.
Let's just go ahead, you know, heal her now. Hey guys, I'm here to see Muning. Halt! The chasm is sealed off. If you're an outsider, please. Oh, it's you. Oh no, run. Paimon, come on now. You know me? We've been recognized. Time to scoot. You know me? Ah, sorry for scaring you. Of course I remember you. How could I forget the person who saved my life? I was only recently transferred here myself. I didn't think I'd meet you here. Guess I'm a lucky guy, huh? We saved you. How did we do that? Oh, come on now. I was at the Jade Chamber when we fought that sea monster together. I was lightly injured and only returned to my post recently. You might not remember me, but I'll never forget you. All our comrades who fought that day witnessed what you did for Liyue. Could you tell me a bit about the chasm? 2 years ago, an unknown incident occurred deep within the caverns, and the chieftain gave the order to close the place. The miners were largely evacuated to safety. It's just a shame that such a huge mine ceased production just like that. The workers took their compensation and went their separate ways once such a gathering place of people is dispersed. I fear it will be difficult to get many of them back together again. Sorry, got a bit off topic there. I believe that you must be here on important business, so I won't bother you any further. If you have any questions, just ask Muning directly. He should be at the campsite at the mine entrance. Also, it's not that I don't trust you or anything, but it's my job to remind you not to do anything that breaks the law. Don't worry, you can trust us. Come on. For 5 seconds. Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and open that. Just so I have a teleport point in here. Muning! What's up, dude? Did great speech. No, I didn't want to start this. Crap. Okay. What do you need? It's you. Since we were here, since when we were all that familiar with since when were we all that familiar with you? There we go. I mean, you are the heroes who saved Liyue. Your deeds are remembered by us all. Since you're at the chasm, you must be here on some important business, in which case, I'm sure that you must have a permit from Lady Ketching, right? We don't. Really? I mean, I'm sorry to trouble you, since you must be very familiar with Lady Ningguang. A permit from her must still hold some more weight. Could I see it, please? We don't really have that either. Well, the Lord Tianshu is reclusive yet approachable and also has great vision and the good of people at heart. Surely he was the one who gave you the permission to enter the chasm then. No, I'm literally here to just give you money, dude. Maybe? And then in that case, would you mind letting me see your papers? I guess you don't have that either. Well, Ms. Ganyu works for Eugene Terrace, supporting the Cheesing directly, so I'm sure her opinion would be in the lockstep with theirs. You at least have her permission, don't you? Actually, you know what? We could have just asked Ganyu to sign off on this. I can go look for her, like, right now. So you've come at a bad time. This is really not the season to be visiting the chasm. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is still working on eliminating a great safety hazard within. So this is still very much a danger zone. If you've been commissioned by some merchant to urge us to open the mine faster, then I suggest you read the report I submitted to Xinglu Hall carefully. What's this person talking about exactly? Here's the Mora that Xingchu said he'd lend you? Oh my! As expected of Liyue's great hero, coming in the nick of time to my aid. I mean, considering your long-term partnership with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, just ask me any questions you might have. So could you tell me more about the chasm? Right, so about the chasm. If you don't intend to leave just yet, you're free to explore the area a bit, but please do keep your actions within the remit of Liyue's laws and statutes. I should mention, though, that there's a place that I would highly recommend you avoid. For example, the Great Mine at the center of the chasm has a 7-star array cast over it, by which I mean exactly what I say. It is a seal placed over the area by the Qixing. Well, that's a clear explanation. As for the focal point of the array, it lies in the bedrock keys surrounding the area. These were placed by the Qixing themselves, connected in a series. They have fixed the energy following through the array. The area around the bedrock keys has seen an abnormal amount of geo-elemental coalescence. It's almost as if the thing beneath yearns to finally emerge. Never mind me. I was just talking to myself. So yes, that's how things are. Please do not, and I repeat, do not go near the 7-star arrays, and do not even think about going down there to explore. The bedrock keys are definitely not losing structural integrity, and the surrounding areas are most certainly not plagued by any strange geo-elemental convergences, so please, don't you think of doing anything at all. Ether's face, but I know what you're going to ask. There are most certainly no precious treasures down there, nor are there any prehistoric fossils to be had, and banish any thoughts you have about giant ancient ruins. Yes, please do not bear any fruitless expectations towards this place. The way you're saying this sounds all super suspicious. No, not even mushrooms will grow down there, nor are there any wish-granting stones. And there are definitely no sailors who grow strong just by eating mushrooms. Again, do not get your hopes up. Spoilers. It's not a prediction, it's a spoiler. Yeah, sure, there's no need to be so fierce. Anything else I should look out for? I suggest you go speak to Zhejiang first. She's an adventurer hired by the ministry and was once a miner here. She knows the chasm's geography like the back of her hand. Also, let me write you a certification real quick. When she sees it, she'll know that you're trustworthy. That said, I must warn you that Zhejiang is definitely not the sort of person who has trouble standing still, and definitely has no thoughts of undoing the array and having a look underground. So there's no way that she would ever put a team of idle adventurers together to brazenly enter the hazardous areas. I wish they had voiced this. As such, you can forget about asking her to help you enter the chasm mines. Yeah. Okay, alright. Got it. Did you really? As long as you understand, we're good. In which case, I won't take up any more of your time. Okay. Alright, so we're not going to do that just yet. I don't want to do any of the chasm stuff right now, so that's just going to kind of sit and wait. So we'll just do that. Because we're going to do this and we're going to do this. Because I have to complete... Yeah, I'm not ready to do that yet. That's... Yeah, I have to do something else. I think I have to do the Dainsleif quest before I can do any of that. So, let's go see Madame Ping.
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble, I'll drag every last one of them back to apologize.
Thanks, Shinobu. Madam Ping.
Ah, children, come, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Yeah?
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Lea Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Gift for Paimon?
I only did as I should. You're too kind.
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds. That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy.
What's subspace creation?
Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination, if you will.
Fancy.
I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world. The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
A trinket, you say?
So, in the eyes of an Adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call an exercise of true power.
She's jealous.
But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add the finishing touch.
I can help you look for them.
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to prepare what I need.
Oh?
What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days.
And what are those, if I might ask?
Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glazed lilies thrived most profusely. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but completely bare of it.
Oh.
In any case, smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure, and the adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans.
That's good to know.
Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Who is this child?
Well, since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an Adeptus too, right?
Yes. I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus and never even know it.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny.
Hey!
I don't believe we've met.
Ah, allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yen Fei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yen Fei, I believe you already heard of the Traveler and his traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records.
Oh god. All good.
You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui. Before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chiseng. What a shame.
A shame?
A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you.
I wasn't
Allow
embarrassed.
me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
All right, Yen Fei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yen Fei. She's always been like this, ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Are you really an Adeptus?
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Okay.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential. Yen Fei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly, after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement.
Like going and talking to John Lay, making him make it?
Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Paimon.
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Krusel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite, or might have an idea of where we can find some.
I'll come with you.
You want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Wow, an Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first for sure.
She doesn't know us very well,
Be a
chat.
little more careful than usual while we're with her.
Some people find Yen Fei to be rather demanding. Do try to be gracious with her.
Yes, ma'am.
Why'd they have to give me that?
You can't beat the atmosphere here in Teyvat.
Hey, Crossel.
Hello, Mr. Crossel. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some Smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been any further developments on this front?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, in the end, I did acquire a small piece of Smaragdus jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins. Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize. I've already rented them out to a lady named Zhiqiao. If you'd like to inspect them, you may have to wait quite some time.
Wait, isn't Smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Zhiqiao before renting them to her. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value. In return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Miss Zhiqiao in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
No ambiguities there. And also, remember that part.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss Zhiqiao lives? We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract. Here, I'll mark it on your map for you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossel. We'll be off now.
All right, let's go talk to her.
You can't beat the atmosphere here in Teyvat.
I think we still have to go up. Yeah. Here she is. Uh-oh.
Oh, whatever shall I do?
Excuse me.
Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do, Miss Zhiqiao? We understand from Mr. Crossel that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him. My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at them?
The hairpins? I can't lend them to you right now. I've lost them.
Uh-oh.
I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, there's no way I could come up with that amount of money on such short notice.
Why do you need them in the first place?
My family is in the ore business too, but business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me. But now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu?
Maybe because this is the part where we say we can help.
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Miss Chow, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well, I mean, sure, I have it right here. Here you are.
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Juqiao somehow.
That would be a little unfair to Crossel.
True. Though surely there must be a win-win solution.
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossel the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And given the rarity of Smaragdus Jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
I mean, yeah.
Even higher? Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Juqiao looks like she's about to faint.
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid into the hairpins.
Oh?
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so how exactly would we be able to find out if the Jadeite is genuine or not? Whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins.
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the Jadeite is genuine, would there?
Seems right.
Please. Please, Don't trouble yourselves over this. The fact is, I lost the item and I should pay compensation per the contract.
It's such a huge sum of money, though.
However much it is, I will have to pay it. My family are merchants, after all. It's vital that we keep our word and respect our contracts. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep Crossel in the dark any longer. I'll go and inform him of the issue and then negotiate the amount of compensation.
Can you just
Yes,
hold?
legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. But before that, I have some questions about the hairpins. So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first touched the hairpins, what did you feel?
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstones set into the pins were perfectly smooth to the touch, like the finest quality jade. My family has seen much jade pass through its hands in the past, so I am quite certain of my judgment in this matter.
Smooth to the touch, finest quality jade.
Is there something the matter?
No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine a few things. Let's head over to Mr. Crossel's.
What's up, dude?
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Miss Juqiao in tow, too, I see. How are the hairpins? I trust you're quite satisfied with them?
About that.
You lost them? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how expensive they were?
I'm sorry. Truly I am. I'll pay the compensation as per our contract. Every last mora.
Mora? Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands on that Smaragdus Jadeite? I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount that needs to be paid.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Ah, yes, and if I may just confirm again, it was in fact genuine Smaragdus Jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course! Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
All right, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Chow in compensation. Please wait here, Mr. Crossel.
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins? She'd better pay every last mora that they're worth.
Calm down.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Miss Chow. I have something to discuss with you. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
Give me that trust.
It's like, before I try to run this in, let's just, see if we can teleport over to it.
Miss Yunfei, what is this about? Are you here to tell me how much I owe?
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the Orin laid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus Jadeite after all.
Really? You tell.
What do you mean? Are you implying that you already sneaked off and found them?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some deductions. I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus Jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated elemental energy. If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest bit unwell. I didn't feel anything special at all, in fact.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossel's vicinity. If I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus Jadeite in his possession.
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and expose his dirty scam right to his face!
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it. Eventually, he would find some argument to compel us to leave. And then, he'd throw the Smaragdus Jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. He would lose nothing. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
A very vivid description.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately, I have far more elegant solutions at my disposal. I'll share them with you in due course.
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like this, perhaps you could help me, Miss Yunfei.
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, can I ask you to please sign this contract?
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't even keep track.
If I had one Mora for every time I hear the word contract.
It feels like Yunfei is even more concerned with them than a certain someone else we know.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require a written contract. Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this matter into your capable hands if you will take it, Miss Yunfei.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well. And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last page. Finally, if you could just use this ink pad to make a handprint over here.
This contract has so many pages. Paimon's all out of brain juice again.
What? It should be noted that a certain someone else that she was referring to basically makes verbal contracts and you don't necessarily know if he's making a verbal contract. Like, you don't actually sign anything and go through such an ordeal.
Alright, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through and let me know if you have any questions.
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy.
Need me to do anything?
Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually be quite straightforward to resolve, once we've got some things squared away. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before, in which case, hopefully this should be quite the experience.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask, why are you helping me?
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geoenergy around Mr. Crossel, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter, but either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it, who knows? We might just be able to get our hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite. Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it. But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to... where can we find someone who processes ore? Ah, I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade Mystery. He's a professional when it comes to working with stone and ore. If Mr. Crossel had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
Listen, let me tell you.
Hey, buddy.
What should I try this time?
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to... Oh! It's you, Miss Yunfei. Is something the matter? Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win? Oh, I swear on all that is sacred.
Dude,
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnayan merchant named Crossel enlisted your ore processing services recently by any chance?
A Snezhnayan merchant named Crossel, you say? I do remember that. He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus Jadeite. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them. He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later. They're right over there, in fact.
Thank you, sir. We'll take a look at them.
Hey.
What should I try this time?
Doesn't look like it.
Huh? If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings.
Smaragdus nephrite?
Yes. It's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer of separation, huh?
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Is that so? Well, we might as well give elemental sight a shot. So, did you find anything?
Not a trace of elemental energy.
So they really are different. But wait, how come Jichao was able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards? That's pretty awesome.
Because she's in the ore business.
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time.
But why couldn't Chateau tell them apart?
These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to an astronomical difference in terms of the market price. And, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But never mind, Shirto. Why would Mr. Crossell...
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
Miss Yenfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire,
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus Jadeite, did he not?
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, 1 chunk Smaragdus Jadeite, uncut.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course. But might I ask why you need them?
Oh, I have my reasons. Ah, yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossell brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yenfei, but might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me.
With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossell won't dare try to deny what he did.
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more compelling. If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Nope. Aha! Got it! Singxi. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit.
Okay.
Well, that was quick. How come you know so many people?
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us. But the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. How can I put this? It just seems like they're hard to understand and impossible to finish. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the popular service indeed.
So you help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible to finish?
Yes, well, that's no obstacle because I've memorized all the legal codices.
You memorized them?
Look, she's smart.
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know?
This is how the Adepti became so adept at everything.
Oh, this has nothing to do with being an Adeptus. I just like reading things.
Again, with that casual tone.
Well, that's that then. Let's go look for Singxi.
Okay. Let's go. Oh wait, wrong one. This one. Hey, Singxi.
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the client from last time,
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossell asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Crossell? Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus Jadeite. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them exactly according to his specifications. This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is why I remember it so well.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Singxi, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossell commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called Smaragdus Jadeite?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Mr. Krosel wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf. I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself, the item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the ministry on it.
Thank you, Sing-Si. Now, could you let me borrow this document?
Sure. It isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's been some more trouble?
Just a little bit.
Nothing you need to worry about. Just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with it. Thanks again.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
Well, I mean, that's why you would hire a lawyer, is there's a problem that you need a lawyer to fix. That's the whole point of that. You just don't, like, have a lawyer investigate for shits and giggles because it costs money.
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju.
Baiju!
The
Baiju!
weirdo with the snake around his neck? What do you want to speak to him for?
Because he's fun.
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
Bud? How's it going?
Please, show me your prescription.
Give you a good look at him. Playable win, y'all. Playable win.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs. And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains, and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality, and their illness will only ever get worse. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yenfei, and given the specific nature of your question, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus Jadeite?
That is indeed the case. If you would be so kind, Dr. Baiju.
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus Jadeite recently.
Oh?
A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago. But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yenfei, if your pressing business might be related to this Snezhnayan merchant?
Ah, you needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baiju. Thank you for penning us that document. I'll make sure to compensate you in due course.
You're too kind. Take care now.
Bye.
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
He's always fishing
Dr.
for
Baiju's
something.
always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
See, does Baiju have anything else to say?
Take care now, everyone.
Nope, that's it. Okay. Bye, Baiju. Playable win. It's just playable win. There's gonna be a giant revelation about him. I just can feel it. Hey, buddy.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this. I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Bring the
Indeed.
receipts.
Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question.
So this is processing the ore, so show the evidence from the Jade Mystery.
This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus jadeite and Smaragdus nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, Smaragdus nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite. So I had him cut away the nephrite, he returned the valuable jadeite core to me, and some nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared. What should we do next?
Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
Let's show him the jewelry.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus jadeite.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Except?
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet. Traveler, would you do the honors? This shall serve as decisive proof of our case.
What's this?
Smaragdus jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus Jadeite?
I had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item, I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear, Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus Jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually
inlaid with genuine Smaragdus Jadeite? Is that what you were about to say? You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Ms. Zerchow 10 times the original price in Mora? Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
Get fucked, dude.
Yep, he's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
Well, she's a lawyer. She's in lawyer mode. She's about to kick his ass.
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus nephrite.
There you go.
But I'm a victim in all of this too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus Jadeite in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I was in a constant state of agitation, too. I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money go to waste? That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus Jadeite. I kept the real Smaragdus Jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Zhiqiao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
So why did you charge her such an extraordinary or exorbitant rental price?
Exactly. If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either. But when I purchased that Smaragdus Jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Ms. Zerchow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
10 times?
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
Oh dear. He's having a moment.
As for me, according to my contract with Ms. Zerchow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus Jadeite.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora. Even if the Smaragdus Jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for that.
Ms. Zhiqiao, you...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus Jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
What? But all right then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn this Smaragdus Jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go. But whatever. It'll do.
It's fine.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yunfei. When you have the time, I'll be sure to visit and express my thanks more appropriately.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second if I may. I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business between us.
Let me think for a moment.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh?
Yes, though there were some twists and turns along the way.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over the place for it. But this time, you managed to solve the problem with just a big stack of documents. Even though the solution didn't involve actually finding the hairpins.
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution.
Can't say I've ever met an Adeptus like you before.
An Adeptus? Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Granny said. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
I think there's more than just reason involved here, Paimon.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
All right, chat. So let's move on and go back and talk to Granny. Granny. She's there back here. I'm just curious. Let's see. No. Okay. We're gonna steal everything first. Oh, there's Ningguang. She's just hanging out. The reason why I'm waiting on Ningguang is there's actually a world quest that you have to do before you can do the Ningguang quest, so I need that to kick off, unless that's just gonna cancel. Hey, Granny, we're back.
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus Jadeite?
We were, thanks to Yampe.
Good, good. Then we have all the materials we need.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Oh, you. All right, then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to handle the rest.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you. I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get discounts too.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my teapot, hmm?
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
Don't freak out.
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riotous or fond of talking nonsense back in the day when he stood beside Rex Lapis.
A truly unique Adeptus.
Ah, indeed she is. Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must also learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all. Ah, Liyue is not the same place I once knew.
Oh, Granny.
All right, then. Let us speak of this no more. Back on topic. I believe that I still owe you a little gift.
Oh, Paimon's so excited! How is it made?
And how long does it take?
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. Just wait here for a moment. There we go. This Serenity Pot is all yours now. Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen. Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Thanks, Granny.
Wait a minute, Granny. How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
Hey! Alright, chat. So there it is. There's our Serenity bot. Go ahead and use that. That unlocked. Hey, we got our open air workshop. Woo! Ooh, I have a key. I don't think I realized I had a key. So we got a fruit stand. We got a light. Awesome. Okay. And I have all of these that I can... Okay. So we have to place the teapot and we have to enter the teapot. Okay. So back to the gadgets tab. We're gonna place it right here. Enter the teapot. Okay. So we can't do this one. So on my original teapot, I chose this one. I think for this purpose, I want to do the Emerald Peak first. Yes. I can always change it later. And we're loading. We're loading. We're loading. It's working. It's working. Well, my plan is to be a little bit more... Oh.
This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's. There's even a great big house in the middle, too. Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it.
Get chiseling, Paimon. You could carve us a whole house out of this rock. Go dig a burrow to live in for now, I guess.
Paimon can't do that. Well, you're the one with the sword anyway. You do it. Still, why is it so empty here apart from that house?
Because we have to build everything.
Oh, wait a second. What is that?
That's Tubby. So here it is, chat. Here's the island. Oh, we got the Liyue house. I thought you got the Mondstadt house. Well, that's fine.
Well, it seems that we have a visitor.
It's a huge finch!
Her name is Tubby. You put respect on that name?
Excuse me, I am not a finch. I am a teapot spirit, and you may call me
Hang on a moment. What am I supposed to be called again? Oh, call me. I suppose you may call me Tubby.
Oh, this is mean! I don't want to say that to her.
So you're the little helper Madam Ping mentioned? Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. She told me much about you. You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me.
Yay.
Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night.
Well, that's awesome. So what's a teapot spirit exactly?
Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance. Thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage their affairs. You may consider me a butler, if you will. Now, allow me to explain this realm to you.
Okay.
Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms, chairs, and the like. As long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm however you please. Blueprints? Oh, that's right! Granny handed us some when she gave us the teapot, didn't she? Let's take them out and have a look. Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Go on, open them up. Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary materials. Then simply release the thought from your mind and the object in the blueprint shall appear within this teapot.
14 hours later.
Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we? I doubt it. A golden-eyed Adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past. He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits. This world is not a true one, after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely. A golden-eyed Adeptus? Paimon wonders who could that be? I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that Adeptus again since.
How very strange.
Well, let's not dwell on that. Have a look around. Best you get accustomed to this realm. If there's anything you would like to ask, just look for me.
Okay, so just to show and explain how this works. After using and summoning the Serena Teapot, travelers can interact with it and enter the abode within. Travelers can also use and summon the pot while they are within its confines. Interacting with the Serena Teapot in this state will allow travelers to leave it. Travelers can also directly open the map interface and fast travel to any teleport waypoints to immediately leave the Serena Teapot. Talk to the Teapot Spirit inside the Serena Teapot to learn about and manage all manner of teapot-related affairs. You can create all kinds of items from the creation screen. Materials used to create items can be gathered all over the world.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.
Shh. After obtaining a furnishing, use the place function to put it in position. Place furnishings to increase the adeptal energy rank of your Serena Teapot. As your adeptal energy rank increases, realm currency will accumulate at a faster rate. Spend realm currency in the realm depot to purchase various items. Once in a while, a teapot traveling salesman will visit your abode. There is a chance that he will bring some rare treasures with him. If you require the blueprint for a furnishing set, you can place furnishings by batch. You can still make adjustments to individual furnishings when the batch placing them. So that is the basics of how the Serena Teapot works. So yes, this is all illegal stuff. Oh boy. So just here you go. Here's the disclaimer. I don't remember having to do that the first time. So this is the teapot in terms of it only unlocks this one island, but it will unlock all the way up to up here once it's done. Can I switch the house? I don't think I can. Crap. Okay. So this is a crafting station. Do I have to place something? Like, I guess I can stick it there for right now. That's kind of what I did before. I kind of stuck it in an out of the way place. Oh, I can place Pokemon. No sets, no sets. Courtyard, no furnishings. Okay. Let me save it. Okay. So let's talk to Tubby. Ah, you arrived quickly. Good, good. What's up? I asked you to come here so I could give you a little gift. I do not know if I told you before, but these abodes are private spaces created by the Adepti for themselves. Most Adepti will use certain methods to seal their abode away from the rest of the world to ensure its purity to avoid being disturbed. Afterward, the Adepti would create a realm dispatch for those they wish to invite into their abode. This realm dispatch bears signatures of the abode's adeptal energy and that of the Adeptus themselves. As such, anyone who has this dispatch can enter or exit this abode freely. Before this, abode was incomplete, embryonic state. Those whom you invited into would only have been able to exit and enter together with you, rather than remain for long periods. But now, well, take this realm dispatch that I have created for you and hold it in your hand tightly now. What should I do next? Don't worry, you need only hold this dispatch and it will draw some of your energy out and onto it. Ah yes, I heard Ping mention that you have made friends in a great many places. As such, I suspect that were we to distribute one dispatch to each one of them, we would be here making dispatches for a long time. As such, I have made some modifications to this dispatch. All you need to do is tap the palm of the person you like to invite lightly with the dispatch, and your energy signature will remain on them, allowing them to enter and leave your realm with ease. Huh. It's almost like marking, isn't it? Huh. Well, sort of. But why did you have to put it so weirdly? Anyway. Well, here's the realm dispatch. Go forth and invite who you wish. It seems that this place shall become lively quite soon. Okay. So there's the realm dispatch. Just to kind of open it up. There it is.
The criteria for certificate exams are straightforward enough. What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time. If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
So, okay. So here's the teapot thing. So first things first.
Maybe you're not used to the place at the moment, but once you've materialized enough rooms and furniture through subspace creation, it will feel just like home.
Okay. So here's the trust rank. Right now, we're at very, very low adeptal energy. These are all the signifiers. So it goes all the way up to 20k in terms of the adeptal energy needed, and then you can accumulate over 30 hours. So this is what the overview does. This is what you have. So right now I have this open and this open. And then these will open as I grow in adeptal energy. And then once I reach 20k, then I'll be able to unlock more of the islands. So that's how that works. And the way that you grow this is you put items down, and it helps to raise you up. So this is your trust rank. It goes all the way up to 10. So what you get, so for the first one, so what we're going to get is the max realm currency stored increased to 300, max realm bounty stored increased to 50, Unlock 1 exterior area. Max furnishing creation queue increased to 1. Number of available realm layouts increased to 1. The types of goods brought to by the teapot traveling salesman in this boat have been increased to 6. Max companions of the realm can host increased to 1. And for your rewards, you get 60 primos, you get a building, and you get the vial of adeptal seed. So we're going to go ahead and claim that reward. The next one, you get the same increases, and you get blueprints with this, and it kind of goes up. And at certain points, you're able to transform the teapot spirit and kind of grow the teapot spirit. As you can see here, this is where you get the house layouts. So there you go. So that's how that part works. I'm not going to claim this yet because it's growing, and I need to put my companions in. So I need this, and can I buy it yet? I don't think I can. Where are they? I never remember where they are. That's the furnishing blueprints. Riches of the realm. Here we go. As you can see, I'm already at 15k realm currency because special events. So I'm going to buy 1. Goodbye.
If you ever have any questions about the realm within, you may ask me.
So I'm just going to put this right here so I can come and go as I wish, because that's important. Oh wait, no, this is the front. Right here. Okay. Oh, it's still saving. Okay. So that puts that here. So now we're going to go in and we're going to kind of have a look around because that's an achievement. So this is what the layout of the house looks like when it's completely empty and it doesn't have any shit in it. So you have rooms. You have one room down here. And no, the layout of the house does not match the outside whatsoever. You have another room here. One here. You have this big space, and then you have more rooms. You have 2 big rooms up here. So that's the basic layout of the house, and you can't change this portion of it. You can only add furnishings to it. So and then obviously as you do these and claim these, you get different rewards. So I have to make fabric and dye and then learn 3 blueprints, which I can do. So for the rewards, I'll get a furnishing set, another furnishing set, and then I'll get, you know, just basic stuff that you can use in the teapot, and that happens in the different levels. And then I get a kitty! And you have multiple levels of this that you go through. I think there's 10 levels altogether of this. I'm not sure though, but that's how you do it. So that's how this works and looks. So that's how this is. So let me go in here, use. So that should check off another thing for me.
Maybe you're not used to the place at the moment, but once you've materialized enough rooms and furniture through subspace creation, it will feel just like home.
So now we're going to create stuff. So this is the basics of everything that I have so far. It's not a lot. You can obviously buy more. This is your creation queue. So I'm going to make 5 of these to start. I'm gonna do 10 of these. And these use materials that you find in the world, and they're very, very easy to gather. You just have to kind of pay attention to what you're using and burning, and always make sure that you're replenishing, obviously. But this is how you basically having these basics unlocks all of this. So as you can see, all of this was unlocked before, or locked before, and now it's not. So I need pine, and then I need, you know, wood for this, so I have to get wood, chat. And that's just farming trees. So I can make one of these. I can make one of, and then I only have one that I can make. And I can speed it up because it's going to take 14 hours to do. And I have a get it now thing, but I don't want to use it. So, and this will give me the adeptal energy to start to raise my level. So that's how that kind of works.
If you ever have any questions about the realm within, you may ask me.
So, let's just die, claim. So we're working on that. Use. Oh wait, can I? Hold on.
Maybe you're not you.
Hold on. Realm Depot. And the reason why I want this is actually because you can buy the Hero's Wit in here. You can buy Transient Resin. You can get a lot of the level up materials in here. But you can get these for your artifacts, which is really, really good. And you can buy them once a week. So that's really kind of what I'm after for this, is to get up to level 8. I'm probably not going to do it super fast, but we'll see. Because now that I have another teapot, 2 other teapots actually that I can go into, it'll be great. So I came in here for... What did I come in here for? Shit. Yes, these. Does it matter?
If you ever have any questions about the realm within, you may ask me.
And just as like a word of advice on these, the more rocks and trees and stuff that you put down, the more of your space that's going to eat up, because you have a specific amount of space on the teapot, like on the individual areas of the teapot. So the more, it's easier to put down more buildings.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a
than
pinch.
It is like plants and trees.
I can help you out.
Which is the one thing I don't like about it, because I like to do landscaping. And it doesn't let me, and it makes me very mad. So I'm not gonna put any landscaping down, but I want to look for the thing that I bought. I looked through all that. Yeah, and here's where I can put in companions, or I can put in Paimon. We'll set the, where is it? Shit, did I only, hold on. Is it only inside? Hold on. Since I need to go in and place a... Okay. So in terms of your inside stuff, it makes you think you get a lot of stuff up front, but you really actually don't get anything. It's the current furnishings are basically the stairways and the lights and the floors and the walls, and those can be replaced. Like, you can buy the blueprints to do it, but it doesn't really give you anything up front. The basic, you get like a basic table, which I'm not going to place. I feel like that's new. I don't remember getting that before. And you get 4 chairs. Ah, I bought the indoor one. Okay, that makes sense. So there's an indoor and there's an outdoor. Okay. So we'll put that there for right now. And what this leads to is this leads to like a very basic set that you can just like place. So you can just literally do that. And that's it. So now I want a companion. You know what? We'll put Slutty McSlutface in here. Let me grab it. Let me grab him. Thank you. Kind of turn him at an angle. Yeah. And then what you can do is you can have your characters in here, and you can interact with them and get different voice lines, and also increase their friendship level to eventually raise them to max friendship. But since I have all these, no, I didn't want to do that. So you can pick different music if you want. So and seeing as I've been gathering the different spin discs, I can do that. And then Mr. Kaya.
Well, hello.
Hi.
I didn't expect to see you again so soon.
How do you like it here?
Oh, I feel quite at home already.
Even though there's only like a table and chairs?
Although, I feel that at home doesn't express my feelings in their entirety. Surprised is more how I'd describe the feeling I had when I first set eyes on this place.
You mean pleasantly surprised?
Exactly that.
I'm gonna go back and get the nasty one.
It's more beautiful than I imagined. It's been a while since I moved here, though, so the initial sense of surprise has mostly worn off. Now, this place feels comfortable, like somewhere I belong. Who'd have thought?
Hold on, we're gonna go back and get the other line.
Well, hello.
Hi.
I didn't expect to see you again so soon. Oh, I feel quite at home already.
Good.
Although, I feel that at home doesn't express my feelings in their entirety. Surprised is more how I'd describe the feeling I had when I first set eyes on this place.
As in it was a nasty surprise?
What? Of course not. It was a very pleasant surprise.
Oh, good.
It's more beautiful than I imagined. It's been a while since I moved here, though, so the initial sense of surprise has mostly worn off. Now, this place feels comfortable, like somewhere I belong. Who'd have thought?
Okay, let's go get the next line.
Well, hello. I didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Would you like to have a chat with me?
You've come to the right person. Speak your mind. I'm more than happy to keep you company.
Do you always have to say everything like that?
Though it's too bad we don't have anything to wet our whistles with.
Why do you like to drink so much?
Well, largely because I like the taste.
That's a lie. Nobody likes the taste of alcohol.
But I can't deny that I also like how it makes me feel.
I think I understand what you mean.
Oh, really? Just from listening to me describe it, despite having never tried it yourself.
You don't know what I've done.
That's quite a unique talent.
Thanks.
I have to say, though, that chatting with you is quite intoxicating. Actually, in much the same way that drinking is. So, I suppose, I'm just greedy and want to enjoy both of these pleasures at the same time.
So, all in all, I'm just another layer in your cocktail of pleasure. This is so stupid.
What an interesting metaphor. I hadn't looked at it from that angle. Let me think. Your analogy seems largely correct. Save for one small detail. You, of course, are the main ingredient in said cocktail.
This is the Otome portion of this, by the way, just in case anybody's interested. Where they will just straight up flirt with you, and it's awesome. Okay. So let's see what else we have to do. Right. Let's clear out all the notifications, because there's quite a lot.
Huh?
Okay. And then, alright, we've already reached another humble abode rank, so that's awesome. So we're gonna get this, and we're gonna get this, and we're gonna get this. So let's clean it. So, just for the record, here's all the inside stuff that you get up front with the house, and then here's all the kind of the free stuff that you get, and then you have to buy everything else. Use. Okay. So what do we have here? Exploding population. I don't know what that is, so I'm not gonna start it. Okay, so that completes the world quest that I wanted to do today, and that completes the teapot quest, so I now have my teapot. Yay. So my Serena teapot is now on my list, so if I go to Liwa, like I come out, and you see me do this on my other account, but just in case anybody hasn't seen me do it. So now, normally, like, for your teapot, you have to take it out and you have to place it. But what I would recommend doing for everybody, if you're interested, is when you go to your Serena teapot, you get a teleport waypoint and you just place it. And that allows you to travel back and forth a lot easier than always having your teapot out and always wanting to place it. It's just a little bit simpler to do. So let's go claim all the reputation rewards in Liwa, because there's probably quite a few. So let's talk about tomorrow. So I will be streaming the normal time tomorrow, which is about 1 p.m. Eastern. I forgot I had to get my haircut today, so sorry about that. I was a little late today. And then I wanted to eat before I started streaming. So tomorrow we will be starting the Dainsliff quest, where we're gonna meet Mr. Dane and we're gonna hang out with him and we're gonna get a lot of lore tomorrow. So it's going to be a very sort of lore heavy quest. I don't know if I'm gonna do all of Dainsliff's quest, or if I'm gonna kind of try to like pace it out a little bit, but I am going to do that. I don't think I qualify to do this. This is the new event that dropped for the chasm. I'm probably going to do it on my other account, so I may just like one day pull up the other account and we run through this, because I'm kind of waiting for everything to open in it before, so that way I can just like hit it. So the exponent, oh, this is the fishing quest. Okay, so yeah, so this is the fishing quest. We can pop that out real quick tomorrow probably, but yeah, we will be talking to Mr. Dainsliff tomorrow, who's Shinobu. Jesus with the noises.
All tasks have been handed out.
She's noisy. Good to know. Okay, so let's get all of our stuff, because there's quite a lot of it. So there's everything we did today. So we'll keep on plugging away. So with this, we got condensed. Ooh, we got the condensed resin, so I can start to condense my resin. Awesome. That's a good thing to get. Yay.
Hey, who's that skulking around?
I'm not skulking. And for the record, this is condensed resin right here. So basically what you can do is, if you don't feel like using your original resin and running domains or whatever, you can craft it into condensed, and it saves you for later. It saves it for later. So you can keep accumulating it until you have to burn it, because I think you can only have like 3 or 4 of them. But it's fine. So like I said, with that, tomorrow we will be doing the start of the Dainsliff quest, and then that will, just so everybody knows, so this is Dainsliff right here, and then that will go into the We Will Be Reunited quest. So we'll do those back to back, because I'm trying to do them in order, sort of how they're supposed to come in, because this is going to open up in Azuma. I'm not ready to do that yet, and then I'm not ready to do this one yet, and then obviously the Chasm I'm not ready to do. So we'll do Dainsliff, and then the We Will Be Reunited, and then we'll work on Klee. Although I may just clear this notification tomorrow because it's really annoying. We'll see. But yeah, so that is the plan. I hope everybody's ready. If you'd like to get notified of when I'm going live, if you can either follow this channel, which I would appreciate, or you can follow me on Twitter at Linsmward, LINSWRD. I will be live about 10:30 tonight over on twitch.tv/WTR Live playing Fortnite. I'm not going to stream tonight for Fortnite. But if you want to come hear me play Fortnite, you can go over to twitch.tv/WTR Live and watch myself and my friend Rock and Brent all play Fortnite. It should be a good time because builds are the way, y'all. You can also check out my past content on YouTube, or linsward.rackradioshow.com, or just look for Linsward on YouTube. And if you're planning to roll, which this account is cursed, by the way, but if you're planning to roll, either on Ito's banner, which you can get Shinobu, who I've been running, or Goru, or Chanyeon, or Ito himself, or the weapons, which are quality weapons, you can use my creator code Linsmward in the Genshin Impact Store or the Epic Games Store, because I am a hashtag Epic partner. We have yet to get a 5-star on this account, by the way. Yet to do it. If I get to 20, we'll see. Because I'm going to get, like, technically I could buy them if I really... Alright, chat, do I do it? Do I buy the 5 and roll? Just to make me suffer before I go? Because I have 5 days on it. So that's the thing. And then I can buy more. Because I can buy 5 of these. Pain. Okay. I'll get more. Alright, so 1 roll on the standard banner. Let's go. And it's purple! Still no 5-star. Let's see what we get. Hey, we got Mom! Alright, we got Mommy Ningguang. I need a Geo bad, so this is good. I thought Ningguang was a 5-star. I don't know why I thought she was a 4-star. No, that's... Well, it's the curse broken, yeah, on this banner, because I finally got a character. No, we broke it last time, because remember I got pissed, and then I rolled and got Sucrose. But yep, there's Mommy Ningguang. Woo! A Geo user! Yay! So I'll have to figure out how to build her. So that's good. I desperately need a Geo, so... And she does shield. The best part about Mom is she does shield. Which is so needed. Oh my god. Okay, so let's see. There she is. So there she is. She's very pretty. And she has an alternate outfit that you can get, which we won't be able to get on this account. But anyway, so I will see y'all later tomorrow, or over on twitch.tv/WTR Live, about 10:30 tonight. So till then, I hope you have a great one. Matt, enjoy your dinner. And yeah, I hope tomorrow is super positive for you and that the weather's nice wherever you are. But till then, bye.